hands.
Come on, work inside. Let's go.
Hit the shoulders, the elbows.
Throw some punches. Let's go. Come on, work it in there. Free your hands up. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Work inside.
Inside the final minute of the sixth.
Watch your head. Now watch your head. Shoot, baby.
Valdez trying to get an angle.
Come on, work your hands outside. Come on, work. Come on, work your hands. Let's go. Come on, work. Come on, work. Let's go. Break it up. Step. Stop that.
A lot of hugging tonight. Hugging in this fight. Wrestling, pushing.
Come on, work. Come on, work your hands. Let's go. Work
A lot of fighters do. Young fighters, they try to push their opponents. Try to muscle them around the ring.
Come on, work inside. Let's go.
Jorge Valdez is doing. Tough.
And at the end of round number 6, and watching with us here at ringside, perhaps scouting out some future opponents, is former heavyweight champ of the world, Larry Holmes, who will be joining us in the ring next week. Now, our boxing coordinator, Brad Jacobs, tells us that you keep on bothering him, calling him, telling him you want to fight every month. Aren't you supposed to be slowing down around this time?
Well, these young guys are not holding up the heavyweight division, so I figured I'd come out and give them a hand. And you're part of that because you told me why quit. Why quit?
Wait a second.
Blame it on him. That's right.
He told me why quit.
It's his fault.
Do you have the tape of that? Do we have evidence of that?
We have the tape.
Good.
You know, there are many who felt after the McCall fight, giving it a run, coming that close, but a shot at McCall, a shot at Holyfield, that after the McCall fight that would be it. Why are you continuing on now at the age of, 32?
33.
Oh, okay.
Well, reason why is because I want to be able to finish this year out and have a little fun doing it. I wanted to come here again with you and Sean and do what I'm doing now, having fun, get a fight next week in Casino Magic, take this guy out and go back home and have a little bit more fun.
I think you're just trying to break into broadcasting.
No, I don't want to do that. This is hard work. I realize this is hard work.
Well, stay with us here as it's becoming harder work getting through this fight.
It is. It's a tough fight. Tough for us.
If you're Valdez, what are you trying to do?
Well, I would just keep doing what I'm doing. Keep working inside and throw them uppercuts in there. Throw the left hooks to the body, the right hooks to the body, and then come up in the middle with an uppercut. Because this guy, all he wants to do, Tub, he just wants to lean on you and just wait.
He knew that coming into this fight too. Jorge told me today that Tub likes to do this. He likes to lay in there and just rest. He said tonight he wasn't going to rest.
Let's go. Free your hands up.
Why do you think he's not able to do that?
Well, I think he forgot what he said he was going to do. I think that he got back into his
break it up. Stop your punch. Go on. Let's go. Break it up. Break it up. Let's go.
Hoping that this guy tire out so he can come on.
Is this an experience?
No, this is not an experience. This is just plain laziness. He don't really want to work for what he wants. And the only thing you're going to get out of work is, you want to win, so you got to work to get it.
Come on, let's go.
Well, he said if Nate Tubbs lays on me tonight, said, good for me, I'll pound him.
And that's exactly what he's doing. He's pounding him to the body. He's throwing them right uppercuts in there. And the punches are landing. I haven't seen Nate throw 5 punches around, and you can't win a fight just throwing 5 punches.
Well, the philosophy is to have patience. You have 10 rounds. You have some time. You're fighting now at the age of 45. I mean, you subscribe to that theory.
Yeah, well, I'm an experienced 45-year-old fighter. I had over 60 fights already, and I know exactly how to fight. I was champion for 7.5 years.
Let me get some of this down. 7.5 years.
7.5 years. Longer
record of
anybody except for the Brown Bummer, Joe Louis himself. But I learned the trade, and this guy is not learning anything by laying on the ropes and taking punches, throwing one punch every now and then. He got to get busy if he's going to win this fight. He didn't fight like we did, Sean.
Not at all.
I mean, even though I'm 45, I still fight better than him.
That's right. That is the one thing about you, and we talked a little bit about Tony Tubbs. I mean, when we watch you fight, we don't see much of this. I mean, there is some of this, but not a lot of this. And you control the action throughout your fights. I know you go up against Ed Donaldson's, but you give us a show. I mean, this is a lot of hugging.
Oh, yeah,
And we'll pick up that thought, and Larry will stay with us for another round. Welcome back to Biloxi, Mississippi. This is Nate Tubbs facing Jorge Valdez. We move into round number 8. Al Albert along with the champs, Sean O'Grady and also Larry Holmes. And I know, Sean, you wanted to repeat that question.
Well, I was asking Larry about Ed Donaldson.
His opponent next week, right here on the Tuesday Night Fights.
Well, you know, I don't know too much about Ed Donaldson. I know he's a young man, a police officer, I understand, wants to come out. And this is an opportunity to show people back home that he can take this guy by the name of Larry Holmes out. But the Eastern Assassin is still alive and he's ready.
And so now Tubbs opening it up again. First time since the 3rd round.
Rolled him to sleep, and then he picks it up. Changing the tempo in a fight really confuses your opponent.
Well, you know what? Valdez isn't the only one he lulled to sleep.
Yes. Lulling to sleep the crowd really confuses your opponent.
When he woke up, I don't know what was the like. He woke up like this one.
You know, Sean talked about Nate Tubbs as the kind of guy who is really a dangerous fighter. He's been trying to get a fight with Moore, Lennox Lewis. You don't know what happened. Tubbs' side of the story is, well, I'm too much of a puncher that I'm too dangerous. Would you look at Nate Tubbs as a dangerous opponent?
I would look at any young fighter as dangerous, but I would look at where I'm at. If I was those younger guys, I would probably stay away.
Yeah, that's what I.
Yeah.
If you're
it makes no sense. Sure. Makes no sense. He's dangerous. He punches hard, and this just gives a bad impression for you. All the tying up, all the holding, it drags you down as a fighter. Valdez wanted to come up tonight, and he knew this was a big opportunity for him. He said, I'm going to be on national television. This is like a coming out party for me. This is a turning point in my career. Turning point like this is dangerous for a young fighter who's trying to make a name for himself. And Nate Tubbs has power in that right hand.
Break it up, come on, break it up.
Inside 50 seconds to go in the 8th. Tubbs lining it up again, looking for the shot. And you have to figure you have Valdez for 8 rounds now, holding and clutching and grabbing.
Tubbs pushing around that 261. Yeah. You know, he's arm weary. Work, says Fred Steinwinder.
Getting a little room is Valdez.
Well, see those ropes? See how he's sitting on those ropes? Nate Tubbs is resting on those ropes. The ropes can hold you up, and you just stand there, you take a few punches, you roll with them, and then you try to come back.
And 8 rounds down, 2 to go. Here in Biloxi, we're joined by Larry Holmes, who you'll see next week on the Tuesday Night Fights against Ed Donaldson. And Larry, as it turns out, it looks like you softened up Oliver McCall enough for Frank Bruno. Did Frank send you a thank you note?
No, but he should. But
now you want Frank Bruno. That would be the thank you, right?
Yeah,
next
that would
week.
be enough. Next week here on Tuesday Night Fight, right?
There you go.
We'll fight Frank Bruno.
You have Bruno a champion. You have Selden a champion. You have either Axel Schultz or Franz, both a champion. And already I see your salivation. But is that why you're still in there until a Mike Tyson kind of cleans up the whole mess and unifies the title?
No, I'm here to have fun, really, because I know that Don King going to have all 3 champions. Don King and I don't see eye to eye on everything, so I doubt to get a shot. But I'm here to have fun with you and have fun with you, and we're here to fight next week here on Tuesday night. So I want everybody to watch USA Tuesday Night Fight. It's going to be a knockout.
Great. What a rehearsal.
So we could dismiss the cue card guy right now. That was great.
So, Larry, one of the reasons that you came out of retirement this last time is you said that Mike Tyson now locked up. I know I can win the heavyweight championship of the world. You had your title shot. Now he comes out of prison. How does that change your philosophy about boxing?
Now it's time to go back into retirement. If I'd have fought Mike Tyson...
Not before next week.
No, not before next. But if I wanted to fight Mike Tyson, I should have fought him the last fight he just fought with just Peter McNeely. His would have been a different kind of a fight. I wouldn't have laid down as quick. I'd have fought Mike Tyson. I would have got Mike Tyson like he got me on a layoff, on a long layoff. So I got to see Mike Tyson perform a little bit more before I can say he's back. Right now, just a figure of someone's imagination that he's back.
So are you, in all seriousness, saying that before you came back to try to capture again a world championship at the late stage of 40 plus. But right now, that's really not in your view anymore.
No, I got to be honest. I don't see me getting another opportunity to fight because Don King has all of the champions, and I don't think Don likes me. Don don't like too many people that don't bow down to him, and I'm one guy that don't do it. But I wish all the fighters good luck, and they can do what they want to do. If the bell rings for me, I'll answer it. If not, I'll fight here in the USA until I hang my gloves up.
Well, then how did you get the McCall fight?
Don King thought he needed somebody that he would sweep under the rug real quick, and now he thinks he finally done it. And this is why I'm right here with you guys. Show him he hasn't done that yet.
You certainly turned out to be the winner in this case.
That's right.
Thank you.
Here you are. Congratulations. Good.
All right, Larry Holmes, and we look forward to see the champ next week against Donald.